Hello and greetings of the day. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel University. Today in this video I will be discussing about the registration process or incorporation process of a company or NGO. So basically this video will be helpful for them who are looking for the NGO registration or the business registration, or who planning to start their own startup or the business or NGO. So mainly, as I have told in this video, I will be discussing about the registration or incorporation process. What is the registration cost, and what are the documents required at the time of registration? What are the main process, how we can start? So that's all we'll be discussing in this video. Initially, let's start by talking about the NGO. So if you are planning to register an NGO, under society registration, so there are basically, let me tell you in brief, there are three types of NGOs. Like number one is society, number two is a section 8 NGO, who is a NPO as well we call it non-profit organization. So number three is trust. So by three means we can start an NGO. Basically all people goes with society registration because it's a little bit less costly, and there is a less headache regarding the compliances and maintenance. So let me talk about now society registration process. In society registration, you need to produce 7 members, and you need to choose an object on which you want to work for the society to promote, like to promote education, to promote sports, to promote healthcare, to work for the environment. Like all there are like many categories or the many objectives you can choose, or you can choose multiple objectives as well. So like by selecting a specific like one object, and you can brief, you can describe the way you want to work for the society, or the multiple objects you want to work for the society. You need to put it down by writing on a page, like it's called memorandum of association. So you need to make a memorandum of association. You need to draft a memorandum. After that, you need to proceed with bylaws. It's I'm talking about right now the documents required. So number 2 is bylaws. In bylaws, you need to like mention how you want to work. It's constitution of your organization. So number 3 is resolution. You need to take a resolution by a group of your executive body that you are going to plan this NGO, and you are going to start, and you are going to work for the society. So by this way you can write a resolution. Number 3 is like you need to produce all their members, whatever the memberships you are selecting, the whatever the members, like if minimum 7 members. So if you are selecting the 7 members, then you need to produce 7 members KYC details. It's including Aadhaar card, PAN card, and their 1 copy of passport size photo. So these are the basic documents required for the society registration. And then you need to go with online process like uodv.gov.in. Like this is a national website. So if your state is Assam, then you need to go uodv.gov.assam.in. like this way you need to search on Google, and you will be directed to the official website for the registration. So this way you need to apply online, and you need to pay the challan amount and the government fees by online. In Assam, the government fees is only 2,000 rupees. In Bihar, it's at 25,000 rupees. So it's very state to states. If you're planning in Assam, then your documentation charge and professional cost, like you need to verify through a chartered accountant or a circle officer or a DC, or like any other gazetted officials which are mentioned in the website of Register of Farm and Societies. So this is the process, like online process and documentation. Then let's we talk about right now, if you're planning with the section 8 NGO. Section 8 NGO means it's under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs previously, which I have right now discuss about, like society registration. It's under Society Registration Act of section 21 of 1860. It's a parliamentary act. So it's under society registration or Register of Farm and Society. Then if I talk about like section 8 company, so it's under the Company Act, and it's under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. In this registration process, you need to produce 2 members, like both of 2 members will be director for the organizations, and their KYC documents, as I have mentioned in the society registration purpose, like KYC documents is Aadhaar card, PAN card, and 1 copy of photo, including their bank statement, will be required in this process. So At the time of incorporation, you need to as well you need to produce like address proof of your organization as a rent agreement or the NOC from the authority, or self NOC if your office operated by your own house, then you need to produce a NOC. So these are the main documents. After that, you need to apply online as like society registration. You need to apply mca.gov.in in this website as a section 8 company, and the government fees and chartered accountant and professional fees, it's very like depends on the CA and chartered accountants and the states you are applying from. If you are applying from Assam, then their government fees will be like around 1500 rupees. Chartered accountant and DSC fees will be like 10 to 12,000 rupees. So average approximately 15 to 20,000 rupees are there for the registration cost. Let's now talk about the trust registration. So in this type of NGO, there is also two trustee or two members are required. So both the members will be a trustee of this trust, and there will be a constitution, trust deed, it's called trust deed, and it will be registered by a Trust Registration Act. So in every Tehsildar office or sub-registrar office or a district headquarter, there is a branch, and for the trust registration you need to proceed with a consultant or with a lawyer regarding this by drafting a trust deed mentioning all details, objectives. So this is the way you can start a NGO. Now let's talk about the business. If you are planning to start a business, then how will you start a business or company? So there are three types of business in India, like legally are allowed if you are planning to operate or incorporate or start a startup. Number one is a sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship means you are the individual and only owner of this business, and you are the only investor of this business, and you are operating by yourself. So that's called sole proprietorship. It's required only GST registration, a trade license of that area for the smooth functioning. So that's called sole proprietorship registration. Number two is company registration. Company registration, it's come under LLP and private limited or limited company. So for the company registration, you need to produce like 1 to 3 minimum directorship. In one person company, you need to produce one director. In private limited company, you need to produce two directors, and they are all documents like as I have told in section 8 NGO company. The same documentation will be applied here as well. And then if you are planning a microfinance company, then you need to produce 3 directors. So these are the process of registration. If you need any kind of help, and if you want to talk with us regarding your queries, your like confusion, you can directly contact us, and we're providing all kinds of consultancy services including documentation, incorporation, registration, and audit report, like all types of CA, NGO, business related services we're providing from our side. So you can directly call us or contact us. You can visit our website mentioned in the description below. So hopefully I hope this video was helpful for you, and it's clear your confusions. Maybe you are right now little bit easy to start with your startup or NGO. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope to meet you again, and keep subscribe our YouTube channel so that you can get the updates of our next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.